Because I never write a script to make my videos, there's of course lots of footage that never make it to the final video. And that's what this video is all about. Bloopers. When I make mistakes while making some kind of things, projects, you know, I always put it in the final video, so that's not what it's all about. Here we're gonna see me and myself struggling with the camera. So let's go for it. Too heavy, so I can't fix it. But now I have my gantry train, not train. But now that I have my gantry crane in working order, and don't forget to clink again. And don't forget to click on the link marked in blue below this video. I think the best way is to hold it like this at 45 degrees in the vise, and then tilt the vise, man. To cut the groove here in the shaper, which is perfectly possible of course. This is part 2 of the table subsymptoms. Go do it again. This is part 2 of the table support building thing that comes right here. There's people out there telling you that you should make your shaper feet at the end of the backstroke. So let's make, I don't know. I'm gonna do that again. There's people out there that's gonna tell you that you should make your feet, the shaper, and I think I'm gonna do that again. Now that is now this is clear. Now that is clear, let's talk timing. So good luck to all of you. Of course, there's only one. What's this noise? So good luck to all of you. Well, this time I'm glad the... I'll do it again. I'm glad the shaper for only this time, I think, I'm glad the shaper work is finished. The problem is with, I'll do it again. The problem with shapers that makes nothing. The problem is, if a shaper makes a knocking sound, it means it's knocking on heaven's door.
Спокойно, не надо. От тобі точно не надо.
Потім, коли ми знімаємо, то почекаєш.
Ні, от точно після зйомок. Ні.
A flower in the eye. What I would like to try What I would like to try is to build a rotary valve air engine. And of course, no building plans. Gonna do it again. And of course, no model kits, no building plans, no castings, no nothing, only scrap metal and leftovers and build as is. And build as it goes. Before I cut this plate here in two, I will first. I'm gonna do it again. Before I cut this plate in two, I will first do these two surfaces here in the shaper. If I could bring, I'm gonna do it again. If I could bring this chuck closer to the main bearing here, that will be much. I'm gonna do it again. If I could bring the chuck closer to the spindle bearing, I suppose that not. I suppose that. Oh shit. I suppose that not. The struggle is real. I suppose that's not really rocket science, huh? Or maybe just very simple little rockets. And a typical question that comes back, I'll do that again. So, one side rocker arm is rounded, is big, nice cast. The other side thin. Of course, the thin side is not designed to take these cutting forces, and I've seen shapers on YouTube where there were repairs on the rocker arm. Don't mess up your machine, spin it the right way. Same with the tool slide. Gonna do that again. Same with the tool slide. Again. I had to take it out of the vise because the shiny surface of the vise washed out all this footage. I'm gonna do it again. I had to take it out of the vise because of the shiny surfaces of the vise. I'm gonna do it again. I had to take it out of the vise because the shiny surfaces of the vise gave too much glare. Same workpiece, same setup, same cutting tool, 3 different results. So even if you make the perfect cutting tool, I think you better experiment a bit with pieces of scrap, different. So even if you make the perfect cutting tool, I think it's better to experiment a bit with it. You can make anything with a shaper except money. That's indeed a statement done by someone who doesn't know how to run a shaper. The divider trick for measuring, I'm gonna do it again. The divider trick for measuring seems to work very well, even so well that the fit is so perfect that I can't get out anymore. So let's use some violence. I hope it works. Hardly. There it goes. Which means that they were... Not do it again. Which means they had to stop the treatment because the chemo is of course... Go do it again. Which means they had to stop the treatment because of course the chemo is very heavy stuff. And to do that they installed me in a separate room for me alone, and they... Go do it again. And to do that, they installed me in a separate room for me alone, and I was connected. And to do that, they installed me in a separate room. I will not answer this question. The useful... The total reach of the milling machine is 300 millimeters. So. Angle blocks and a sign plate. Huh. How about an FP1?